But no, Kamikochi's on the list. Kamikochi's on the YouTube list because I don't think I'd be able to stream up there. I think the connection would be way too inconsistent. Oh, it goes over there, I guess, maybe? I don't know. We can see our breath, that's cool. Or get buried by snow from door opening. I've thought about, like, this trip and last trip has really, like, changed my mind of, like, for a long time I thought, oh, I can only live in Tokyo. Like, there's no other place I could live. I can only live in Tokyo. But now it's like, if I bought a house in, I don't know. If I bought a house in, you know, Beppu or Shimonoseki, or like Kitakyushu, or, you know, somewhere where it's not crazy expensive. Not even a house, if I bought like an apartment. Because like I said, I've been saving, my goal, my original goal when I first came to Japan, like when I started doing calculations and stuff, my goal was, okay, get PR by myself. Don't go the marriage route, just work and do my 10 years, pay my taxes and get PR. And then after that, use whatever money I've saved for a down payment. But like, because interest rates are so low out here that it's kind of dumb of me not to buy something where I think I'm going to be based at. Now the problem is, some markets, for example, if I bought a house in Gifu, even Gifu City, it's unlikely that it would not be a quick turnaround. Same with probably like Beppu, unless I buy a somewhat nice apartment and I find a buyer myself, not a lot of turnarounds. Tokyo, you know, you can find quicker turnaround, but at the same time you're having to pay triple, quadruple price for a smaller place, you know? So I would definitely need to consult with some people before making those kinds of decisions. Arifuku Onsen. Arifuku. Having luck? Hey, did someone said Fido's around GOTTSU? Does anyone have like an ETA or something? There's really not a lot to do in GOTTSU. There's not a lot of restaurants or anything either, so it's not even like I could buy him a meal. But that'd be fun. I wouldn't mind meeting up, because he does a lot of travel type stuff, right? Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. That seems neat. I think the era of speculative housing is rapidly ending. Well, I mean, I wouldn't buy a house to like sell. Like my goal is not to sell it. Like it's, but at the same time, if something did happen and I needed to sell it, no, I mean, probably wherever I buy something, that's going to be like my permanent base. I floated the idea too of buying a decently sized place out in the somewhat countryside. Like there is, for example, there's a few stations on the old Tokaido that used to have minshuku. Used to have like the post route, or the post, what are they called, Chad? Post stops, post stations. And they used to have lodging and stuff there. And a couple of the ones from even Mishima to Fuji, there's nothing there anymore. So picking up a house around there, turning it into like a ryokan, like a kind of a modernized ryokan, not a guest house, but not like an old style, you know, 5-6 rooms, rented out type of thing. Kind of like the place we stayed at with the good food. You know, he turned pretty much an annex of his house into, well, I guess, let me rephrase that. The inn has been around for 100 years, but he annexed a new building for his restaurant. So there's a Yamazaki store somewhere coming up. Have fun, everyone. Thanks, Zerberus. Isotakecho. 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 Okay, there's the Yamazaki. Stylized as a Y. Interesting. Isotakecho. Is he coming down to GOTTSU, or is he? I mean, I guess he's still got a few. I mean, if he's biking, he should be able to make that in a few hours. I don't know how heavy they're getting hit with rain up there, though. That's a huge thing, too. Because I think they were supposed to get hit a little bit harder. In Trials store, it depends on what kind of stuff you're looking. Trials is more of like a, it's more like a, whoa, how do I do this? It's like a Walmart with a smaller grocery store. If it's one of the super centers, it might have the same, but okay, we're actually doing fine on water. I don't think I'm gonna stop this time. I don't have to go pee. I think we're good to just march on to the next place. I think he's heading southwest. Okay. I mean, I don't know if any of my regulars are regulars in his chat and they wanna try and charter something, then okay, we'll go to the Kokubu. Okay. There's a 7-Eleven in 23 minutes. We'll just keep walking. 23 minutes, I'll probably have to pee. Coffee house. There's a coffee house. What does it say? Yaki Taco Pen. Yaki Taco Pen? Never heard of octopus bread before. I don't know though. I mean, there's a lot of, like, Beppu is really cool. I want to spend more time in, I think I want to go back and visit. A winter walk we could do would be, it wouldn't be a snowy walk, but going down to like Nagasaki and then walking up to Fukuoka. And then after that walk, maybe take the train down to Beppu, go say hi to our Beppu friends, sit in some hot springs for a little while. But I'll have to ask my Beppu friend, because I imagine Christmas time, winter time, I bet they get a ton of travelers down there. Like hotels booked up type of thing. But, Hotel AZ, baby. What you know about that Hotel AZ? That's single bed for 4,950 yen, huh? I honestly probably stayed in, like, I'd say at least 25% of their total hotel population. If I was cycling in moderate rain, damn, that sucks. Well, still, he's probably doing, I don't know, 8 kilometers an hour, 10 kilometers an hour maybe. I don't know if it slows him down that much. I don't know. Like I said, if someone, again, the problem is I don't know what hotel he's staying at or if he's booked one. If he's staying at the same hotel, that'd be kind of funny. Because there's like 2 hotels in GOTTSU. There's a super hotel actually at GOTTSU. And there's my hotel, which is a couple kilometers southwest, which is a business hotel Sun Mall. But the problem is at Business Hotel Sun Mall, there's really not, there's a ramen place nearby, there's a Lawson nearby. Spider protecting the shrine. Thanks, little statues. Thanks for the protection. Beppu really captured your heart. You mentioned it often. Well, the thing is this. One, I really love hot springs. Two, there's tons. I feel like I scratched the surface because of two reasons. One, was really tired. Like walking into, and if you guys don't remember, when I was walking into Oita, it was a super rainy day. I had to cut off stream because the reception was really bad. But that day was like 27 kilometers in dumping rain. And I was supposed to rest in Oita, but then I was like, I can make it. It's only 4 hours to Beppu, and we can meet Timo-san and stuff like that. So I almost injured myself that day, which is why we took so long in Beppu. Because I didn't want to push. I could feel an injury coming, and I thought, you know what, I'll hang out. JP messaged us. Spent pretty much a whole day with him. That was really nice. Spent a whole day with Timo-san. And then I spent, I guess, almost 2 whole days. Oh, no. We spent, yeah, I guess about 2 whole days with Timo-san. And then I kind of moseyed up to the next place, Hiramichi. So no, Beppu's a cool place. Lots of things, but even then, so I spent a fair amount of time there, but I feel like I just barely scratched the surface because I was still like trying not to like do too much. And I was just tired. I was gassed out. Like after Timo-san and I went to Umijigoku, she's like, you want to go to the other one? I was like, nah, I'm good. I think I saw the deepest popular one. I'm good with that. Damn, Pog view coming up, chat, if you haven't seen it already. I think Beppu does that to a lot of people. Yeah, folks who love one sense of place. And if I can Beppu later in the year as well. It's no, it's great. Like I said, I don't know if I'd want to live there. I mean, it's on the list of places. I think for me, I like the idea of living somewhere somewhat central. So any direction I pick to walk is kind of a good one, you know? That's why, you know, unfortunately Tokyo is kind of a place, because I could take planes or buses from Tokyo to anywhere, or even just from Tokyo. You know, I can walk up to Fukushima, walk over to Gunma, go to Kusatsu. You know, lots of potential places. This is really Pog. We're gonna get a little bit further up. But it's also not just about me too. Like I imagine convincing some people to move down to Kyushu is, you know, not as easy as one would expect. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone has, you know, everyone has their own taste in what they want, and it'd be a different life, but definitely something I've been thinking about lately. But I don't know too, it's hard to deny, like, Tokyo as a creator, especially networking. There's so many people, like Crazy Japanese has been in my stream a couple times now. If she's ever in Tokyo, that'd be cool. I've openly said, you know, would love to hang out with Premier 2, Pete, sometime. Because he's from Kansas, I'm from Oklahoma. Like, in the scheme of things, it's pretty much the same. I guess they got a little bit more corn up there, but not as much as Nebraska, though. Those guys, ugh, too much corn. I do think it would be funny to collab with Mr. Yabaton one time, because he's literally like my neighbor. Like, not literally, I mean, not the same, but like he lives, I'm like a 2-minute walk from his front door. And he'd be like, hey, you're my neighbor. Who'd have thought? 2 cool dudes living on the same street. I say cool dudes. I've seen him at the, oh, there's, but I do think, as far as streaming is concerned, there's no one, I mean, Timo-san's in Beppu, but I mean, as far as people who would like travel around Kyushu, because that's what I would want to do. I would constantly, like, my goal going forward, hopefully I can, you know, check off some lists. Goal going forward, I'd like to become partner by the end of the year. I don't know if that's going to happen. Those are things that are outside of my control. We're growing pretty steadily, but I'm not sure, you know, who knows. Partner by the end of the year. And then after that, it's all like kind of stream related things, like, okay, 1 week a month, go do a walk/bus trip type of thing. Vote on it in Discord or something, pick a place, go do that thing. And then make it fun or something, you know. I can walk, or I have to walk, but if I get donations, I can use those to take a bus. If I miss the bus, I have to walk anyway, you know, like things like that. I think would be kind of fun. Again, the Hitch streams where he does the donations for the direction of the compass, that is super fun to me. Like that seems like really, really fun. Because it might be, like, I think he got trolled and he was going town 1, town 2, town 1, town 2, until finally he's like, all right, these 2 directions off the compass. Spontaneous weekend trip, more corn. Like a chat choose your adventure, yes. But it's also like, if chat chooses, they can donate $5 and we take a bus. And then we go to a town and we hang out in that town. Because local buses are dirt cheap. Because I like that. I want to get people more involved in the like, we have a really good community, but how can I make that even better? You know, how can I get people involved in a way that's, you know, because things like a wheel spin or stuff for donations, like, I understand, but I'm not sure that I would. I mean, I don't really like that style. So I think instead having like a pick your own adventure, you know, donate for, you know, give 3 options and then donate points, like channel points or money to pick. I think that's what I would want to do, it where cash donations or bit donations are weighted a little bit more, but like if people do have a lot of points, they can be like, you know what? Like Sailor Venus is like, hey, I got 100K points. Let's go to this place instead of that place, you know, kind of fun. I don't know. Just spitballing here, you know, brainstorming. This was almost the hotel we stayed in last night. Kind of glad I didn't stay in this one. We've stayed in some really, really old hotels, but sometimes it's, you gotta kind of like, I'm not even sure that that's open anymore. I think that would be a fun idea, and it's like semi-controlled, less like less directional of which town am I going to. Yes. Well, and also, like I said, I would love to do, I need to get in touch with like tourism boards. Like, hey, listen, your prefecture was chosen, you know, Saga prefecture or whatever. What are some things, like, I'm going to walk your prefecture for 1 week. What are some things that like you have to do when you go to Saga? And that's stuff I'm hoping to do on the next chunk of my trip too. I was trying to do that in Kagoshima or Kyushu. I kind of got to do it in Beppu by talking to Timo-san and like seeing what there is to do there, but I want interactions like that. Obviously not, like the interactions aren't going to be as smooth probably, because she and I both like on the same wavelength, because we understand streaming, we understand tourism and people. But I imagine some of the places I'll talk to, some government officials. Pretty fast little local express train. That's a car key. Alpha? Hold on. My stuff is way laggy. Hold on, chat. Timo's like a rarity. Me and her spent like 5 hours on a video chat at the end of April, 4.5 hours past me, but it was like talking long term. Well, and that's, I get that a lot with, you know, people when they talk to me too, because it's like, I think when you meet people who are actually interested in people, this is one thing I've noticed too, and I'm not going to comment on others, but same with Timo. Like when she talked, I listened. When I talked, she listened. Like when you are listening to talk and not listening to respond, there's a big difference. And a lot of people, and this is not a language thing, But because even in Japanese, a lot of people over here and in America too talk to respond, listen to respond. They're just waiting for their turn to input. And I'm not necessarily, that's life, you know, that's, I get it. People have limited time or limited bandwidth to allocate to small talk or things like that, but she seems so delightful. Yep. Like I said, I'm very glad that it happened, that we were able to meet up. I really, again, I'm not opposed to collabs. I'm just really bad at asking for them. So if the fan bases or if the viewership says, hey, Jason's walking, and she goes, wow, that's cool, we should meet up, then boom, that works out. But you know, it's got to be, I don't know, I got to get better at it. I got to reach out. Oh, I meant to send David that, not David, sorry, Dave, Mr. Bull. I took a somewhat long recording of that clock at the restaurant the other day. I meant to send it to him in an email. Hey, I heard I didn't miss the clock this time, and just send it to him in an email. I don't know what's going on. I can't see my chat. Like, I have full bars on this thing. Am I gonna have to reboot? You both seem genuinely interested in what others are saying. Another postcard? No, not another postcard. That was a wonderful vlog, yeah. His next schedule is 2 days away. No. I'm bummed because both Y and Dave did not get postcards that I sent at the bottom of Japan. And I asked the guy, I wrote it all in Japanese, and I actually made the guy, I said, please read this for me. And he did. Tokyo to Taitoku Asakusa Go 14, whatever Dave's address is. Mokuhankan. Dave Bull and Mokuhankan or whatever. I said, okay, cool. And I said, how about mine? And he did blah, 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 blah. Tokyo to Shibuya-ku, da, 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 da. And I was like, okay, cool. So like, we're in agreement that like it's legible enough for average people to read. It's gonna get there. And then neither of them got there. So, oh shit, this is pretty poggies. I think what I'll do is I'll probably, I don't know if I send it today, there's a chance he forgets about it by Thursday's stream. I think if I send it tomorrow, he checks mail kind of late on Wednesdays, I think. Actually, I'll probably send it today, and then when he gets into streaming Thursday morning, but I won't be in stream Thursday. Thursday we have a monster day. It's like 28 or 29. It's pretty dumb. It's very far, and it's like a ton of uphills and downhills. So I have to leave the hotel quite early because it's gonna take like, I imagine we're outside for 8 or 9 hours. The good news is it's supposed to be somewhat cloudy. The bad news is it's still supposed to be like mid to upper 70s, 27 degrees Celsius. So napkin math puts us at 78, I think, 75 to 78.